Good evening guys, welcome back to the Eastbourne Fisherman. Thanks for joining me. So this is part 2 of the Angler's Den Species Hunt 2020, which is here, which is a competition that's run yearly, and I've entered it myself. So if you haven't seen part 1, definitely head over and have a look at part 1. It was an absolutely epic session, it was fantastic. Tonight I've come back down to the same spot, exactly the same spot. It's now Thursday, so a couple of days after the first try that we had. I weighed my dogfish, which was £1.6 from the previous video, but unfortunately it was knocked off the table. So we're having another go tonight. So the idea of it is that we basically it's a species hunt, and the following fish count as catch and release. That's rays, smoothhound and conger eel. We just have to measure the rays, smoothhound and conger eel, and then place the card next to it for them to count. And they've got to be over a certain size. Any other fish, we need to, if it's a decent size, we need to take it back and weigh it at the Angler's Den in Pevensey Bay, the tackle shop. So that's the idea. What am I doing tonight then? So I'm going to go round about on the same idea as what we did for the first night. Unfortunately, I forgot to tie some 3-hook flappers, so I'm running on 1-up 1-down rigs. If you want to make a 1-up 1-down rig, you can check my previous rig making videos, they're all in there. And we're also going to be running on the same pulley rig that we were using last time, which is the Trident Tackle Aero pulley rig. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll flip you around, show you the baits that we're going to be using, and then again we'll cast out, and I'll keep you updated as and when it happens. This is my first time using the GoPro. Usually I use my mobile phone, but we've upgraded, so hopefully the sound quality is a bit better and the video quality is a bit better for you. Well guys, just show you the bait we got then. So we've got some bluey, packet bluey here. We've got some squid, some mackerel fillets there, some crabs that are picked up from the cliffs. So they're quite big crabs. Obviously they're frozen, so we'll have to wait for them to defrost. I'm doing a long session tonight. I'm doing a good 6 or 7 hours tonight, so hopefully they'll thaw out in time. Again, got some nice fresh out worms. Some nice ragworm there, king rag. Some of these are really big. That one's massive. Whoa, that one's really big. Really nice king rag there, and got some river rag here, some maddies. So we're gonna have a proper play around with bait tonight again. Obviously, because it's a competition, we want to try and do our best. Hence the reason why we got so much different variety of bait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bait up. I'll show you what we're doing baiting up, and then we'll get the rods out there. Right guys, I'm just going to show you my baiting up process. This is my board here. I've got my 2 hooks here. On the 1-up 1-down rig, we're going to be using these shorecast rolling leads. Obviously, because once we start fishing, the tide's going to be on the last bit of the receding tide, the ebb, and obviously there might not be as much tidal pull. So we're obviously going to use the rolling lead to roll around to search out the fish. So what I'm going to do on the lower hook, I'm just going to put a fresh out. To get one of these fresh outs, just cut the tail, which is here, and the bit that we cut, we're going to put that on the hook first and feed it round the worm. Feed the worm up the hook. Just find that there, which is there. Feed that on. Oh. We'll just pull that hook out at the bottom. That is bait number 1, which is there. Bait number 2 is going to use a bit of rag. So we're just going to take a bit of the rag, just cut a bit off. Again, we're going to be using small baits just to search around to see what's about. Ooh, it's a bit of a wriggly one. Bloody lost it. Yeah, so it's a bit of a wriggly wagworm. God, it's not a happy one. Right, just going to take the ragworm then and just feed the ragworm onto the hook. Like so. Nice small bit of ragworm. Push that hook out the bottom. So just two little small baits, just to see, scratch around, see if we can find a fish. And then what we're going to do on the pulley rig, which is here, we're going to go for a bigger worm bait. So I'm going to go for a whole rag just to see what's about. Nice big rag there. Again, I like to cut the head off because they can give a nasty pinch. Ooh. So cut about there. I'm just going to feed that on to the circle hook. Again, just feeding it round, up and round the circle hook. It's quite difficult feeding worms onto circle hooks. They're not really designed to have worms on. More designed to have fish baits on. But I just want to try it and see how we get on. Just feed that round. And I'm just going to come out the bottom. It's a nice big worm bait. Let's see if anything takes that. So that's my first plan. And then obviously as we go through the night, we'll be using other different baits and just trying different things. Also on the second pulley rig that I'm baiting up now, I'm just going to be using small strips of mackerel. So just like, really small strips, size of my thumb, and then I'm just going to put the hook through like that, lay the piece of mackerel up the line, and then just tie that on with a bit of bait elastic. Still using the same circle hooks. Just tie that on. Making sure that's nice and secure. Like so. And that'll be my second bait for the pulley rig. So I'm just getting what I'm doing is that obviously the tide's still on the low at the moment, so still quite far away from where I've set up my tent. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting the rig set up, just so I'm ready to go. So that's going to be the pulleys I'm using on the red grip weights. So I want to anchor them into the seabed, so they're not moving. So obviously once the fish takes it, it's got a bit of anchorage, and I can strike into the fish. The flapping rigs and the 1-up 1-down rigs I'm going to use on the rolling leads, just for the first part of the night, and we'll just see how we get on. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to cast the rods out now. We're at low tide, just going to see how we get on. Right guys, so we're into our first fish of the night. On our first cast, we've got a micro bass. There he goes, like a little fish finger. So we've beaten the blank already. We've only been here for, don't know, probably about half an hour. Ooh. And yeah, first fish is a small micro bass. So yeah, happy days. Hopefully, if it goes like the last night, on Monday we'll be in for a good night, hopefully, because we had a small species run in the beginning, and then obviously once the tide come up, then that was when it started picking up. So yeah, really happy with that. We'll crack on and I'll keep you posted. Cheers. Reeling in something, it feels quite big. I have quite a lot of problems with weed down here at the moment though, so it might be a big bit of weed, but it does feel quite big. So I just put the camera on just to see if we can get it in and see what it is, but I think it's weed. Proper hench. Feels really heavy. I'll put the rod between my legs, I think. Try and keep it as tight as I can. If it's a fish on, I don't want to lose it. It's really heavy. Yeah. There's weed on the line, so I think it's weed. I can't see a fish. Doesn't look like a fish. Just looks like a big bit of weed. Just pulling it up onto the beach. Is it a fish? Well, that is a massive bit of weed. I don't really want to. Might be a fish underneath it. Just pulling it away from the water. I don't really want to break my rod. And we're going to have a look. Take the strain off the line and put the rod back. It's not moving, so just gonna have a look and see. I think that's the biggest bit of weed I've ever pulled in. So all weed. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, there's me thinking I had a fish and it's bloody weed. Right, so left hand rod's having a good waggle there. We're going to give that a go and pull that in, I think. It's looking good, yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that. Just wait for it to pull one more. Yeah, we'll have it. Might have struck that too early, actually. I think I might have struck that too early. It don't feel heavy. I should have let that go. Should let that go. I don't know, it still feels a bit heavy. Let's have a look. Oh no, there's something there. Definitely something there. Oh, that's nice. It's gonna have a little bass. Slightly bigger one than the one before. It's not too bad. Ooh. Yeah, slightly bigger. Ooh. another bass. So that's 2 bass. Whoa, bloody hell. These bass are so lively. Here's 2 bass, so I'm pretty happy with that actually. It's quite cool. So yeah, like again, Monday night in the same location, we had the smaller fish first and then the bigger fish later on in the evening. So I'm feeling pretty hopeful now actually after that bass. Right on guys, so I just reeled into another bass, slightly bigger than the first one, which is here, again on the lugworm. So I mean the fish is definitely here. This is the same kind of thing as that happened the other night. Whoa! Definitely don't want to be picked up, these bass. Don't want to get my hand on the sharp plate. Just when you're picking up the bass, if you're a new angler, just be really careful of the sharp gill plate at the top. This bit here, be really careful because that gets in your hand, you can give you a nice nick. So that's my second bass for tonight. Absolutely great, really chuffed. You know, been pulling some bass out, so it's cool. First one was a little fish finger, this one's slightly bigger. I'm going to measure this one up. He's not sizable for the plate, unfortunately, but we'll get him back safely in the water. So, cheers. Right guys, just reeled into another fish. It is a micro smoothhound. Micro pup. So there he is, really small one, nice little tiddler. And what we're going to do is we're going to quickly get him back in the sea, and then we'll carry on, and hopefully we'll be able to pull out some new ones, some big ones should I say. Yeah, so yeah, pretty good. Happy with how it's going at the moment. Really fish finger bass, slightly bigger bass, and then this little tiny smoothhound. So there's still time. Hopefully we'll be able to bag that big fish. But I'll just show you guys bait wise what I've been doing is I've just been putting a lugworm on and then been putting some maddies at the bottom, just nicked on, and that's what I've been having the bass on. So yeah, that's the plan. That's we're going to keep doing that, just alternating ragworm and fresh outs with some maddies on the bottom. Right guys, just thought I'd come and give you a quick update of what's going on. I've had the rods out for a while now. I had a couple of small bass and one small smoothhound. So that's what's been happening at the minute. I'm keeping with the lug, fresh out lug on one rod, and then alternate it with the ragworm as well. On the second rod I've tried crab and had no luck. I've also tried mackerel just in small pieces, and now we've got squid on, and I used the squid paste the other night and caught that eel. So hopefully that will be you know, another winning combination. The tide's still on the rise. We've got a good couple of hours left of the high tide. Another 3 hours of the high tide. So I pitched my tent up towards the top of the beach. Obviously I've been down the other end, so I haven't been able to do much of a vlog, unfortunately. Now I'm just having a quick break. I've got my favourite biscuits, malted milks. I'm just having a nice time actually. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit, and hopefully I'll have another fish. Right guys, so I've reeled into another fish. This one's another bass. They're getting chunkier and bigger. Let me see if I can try and grab him to take a picture. Oh, he's flaring. There you go. So they're getting bigger, which is cool. I still don't think this one is sizable though, which is a pain in the backside because I absolutely love bass, and I could do with another one, to be fair, another sizable one, and I could do a nice catch and cook with some bass, which would be absolutely great. So yeah, here he is, nice bass. Still using the Shorecast roll around leads, just to roll around in the tide there, just to find the fish, and it seems to be working a really good treat for me tonight. So that's another bass. We're doing good. Right guys, as you can see, again this bass we just caught is slightly under the taking size. It was quite a lot under the taking size actually. It's 37 at a push, so that one's going back in the sea. To take bass, it's got to be 42 for the table. So yep, let's get him back in the sea, and you know, hopefully we'll be able to find another one. Right guys, so again on the one up one down rig, I've just reeled in to yet another bass. I mean, there's loads of bass around at the moment, absolutely loads of bass. I think this is my third or fourth one tonight. So yeah, there's still undersized. I think he's around about 33. So yep, got to play by the rules and get him back in the sea. So yeah, happy days, another bass. Let's crack on and try and find the big one. Right, so what I'm doing now is just using this bait loader. So I've got a bit of mackerel on this side here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of ragworm. A nice big bit of ragworm. Just cut that there. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that it's the same size as the mackerel, really. I'm just going to pop that on that side. Make sure they're both even. And I'm just going to wrap that just to make a quick cocktail bait. I'm just going to make quite a few of these up actually, just to last me through the session, just why it's gone quiet a little bit. Just make a couple of these up. Nice little bait there. So I'm just going to make quite a few of them up actually. There's one I made earlier, that's just with a hook in it. So that's just mackerel and ragworm. Just a nice little bait, just to try something a bit different. Right guys, so again on the 1 up 1 down rig, I've just reeled in to yet another bass. I mean, there's loads of bass around at the moment, absolutely loads of bass. I think this is my 3rd or 4th one tonight. So yep, it's still undersized. I think he's around about 33. So yep, got to play by the rules and get him back in the sea. So yeah, happy days, another bass. Let's crack on and try and find the big one. Right guys, just reeled into another fish. This one's slightly bigger bass. So hopefully he'll be sizable. I can take him home for dinner. He does look sizable, so I'm just going to get him measured up and then see if we can, you know, hopefully get him home for dinner. So yeah, he looks absolutely great. So yeah, bass heaven tonight. It's absolutely brilliant. All on the Shorecast rolling leads as well. I haven't had anything on the grip leads tonight. It's all been on the rolling leads with small lug baits, tipped with maddies. So yeah, brilliant evening. Right guys, so just measured the bass and he's definitely in. He's just touching 42. So yep, he'll be coming home for my fish for my table fish. Yes, I'm really happy with that one tonight, really happy. 2 nights, 2 cracking fish. So rock and roll. Let's see if we can try and pull out, you know, a bigger fish for this specimen hunt. Right, so I'm slightly mixing it up now. I'm going for bait here, so it's a squid with the moon glows at the top. I mean, this is the same kind of rig I used the other night, or the same kind of way I used the other night that bagged me that conger. So hopefully we'll be able to get another one and it'll be a bit bigger and we can enter it into this species hunt. Alright guys, so just reeled in again and managed to pick up this Dover sole. Only a little tiddler, only a little small one. Yeah, so it's only a small one, but you know, another species on the board, so that's pretty cool. So we've had bass, smoothhound and sole tonight. Measuring out around about, I think it was about 20. Oh. It's coming in 23, so he's like proper small, so he's going to go back. And that was again on the Shorecast lead as well. So Shorecast lead doing most of the work this evening. It's yeah, absolutely great. Even when it's really choppy, still managed to find a fish with the old Shorecast leads. So big thumbs up to them. Right guys, so we just had our first fish on the big bait rod. A lovely little smoothhound pup. That's on the full squid. He's taken, just been caught by the end of the thing, the end of the bait there. I think the bait's nearly as big as this guy. Yeah, so he's absolutely, another micro smooth hound. We'll get him back in the water and then we'll carry on the session. Right guys, so I just reeled into this pout. It's quite a nice one actually. You don't jump all over the place. Whoa, there he is, nice little pout. Just going to measure him up. Twenty-six pout. Let's crack on with the evening. Right, so I just reeled into another little bass. Little tiny one there. That's I mean, we're half an hour onto the outgoing tide now. So yeah, it's been the first fish in about an hour. So yep, another little bass. We're gonna get him back in and then we'll see what the rest of the evening holds. We're gonna try and stay until the sun comes up and then we're gonna go. Right guys, so we have made it. It is now 5:38 in the morning. So we fished from 8 o'clock all the way through till 5:38 in the morning. It's been a bit of a weird session. Still a good session. You know, it's still good to be catching the fish. Definitely quite a lot of bass around. Up to the size of 42, which was nice. I took one back for the table, which was absolutely great. We had a couple of small smooth hounds, a Dover sole, and a nice pout as well. So yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty good session. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to bag ourselves the specimen fish, which was a bit of a shame. But you know, there's always next time. But yeah, it's been a really good session. Really happy. And yeah, we made it through to the next day, which was great. Unfortunately, we didn't see a sunrise, obviously because it's a bit cloudy, which is not great, but you know, that's the way it is. I've had a really good time, and I'm really looking forward to part 3 of this species hunt. Looking forward to getting out there with my friend Peter and Salah as well at the weekend. Today is Thursday, so the next one we'll be doing will be Saturday into Sunday. Oh sorry, today is Friday actually. Today is Friday. So I've just done Thursday night into Friday. The next session is going to be Saturday night into Sunday morning. I'm not sure where I'm going to be going. I might change the location. The last 2 times we've fished the same location, and it's produced, so that's absolutely great. Yeah, but I think the next location, the next episode we do will be a different location. So thanks again guys for watching. I hope the GoPro version has come out, and we don't have to revert back to using the telephone. But yeah. Cheers for watching. Thanks for all your support. We've also just hit 1,500 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. I never thought that we'd get that far, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do take the time, hit the subscribe button and show some support for us. That would be absolutely brilliant. But until next time, cheers for everything, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.